Hello there, Joanne Butler here again from Our Organic Gardens, and welcome back to Reuse Month, where today I'm going to be showing you all about our cold frame here in the potting shed. Now, a cold frame built in a potting shed, the reason behind it is to keep the heat in from our heated mat. We generally have the heated mat on in February and March time, but at this time of year now I switch it on for a few weeks to get germinating some of the perennials that will be growing in the garden. So grasses and flowers for next year that we're growing from seed. And it's recommended that these plants are kept at between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius. So we've decided to turn back on the heated mat. And I just thought I'd show you today what's involved in this setup, because the cold frame itself we built out of skirting board from around we took from around the house, and then we just basically put a plastic coating on top of this from an old wind polytunnel, small polytunnel that we had bought for outside, and it didn't really last very long because it was just so flimsy and light that the wind here in Donegal just took it away. So we rescued it and we put it back to good use with this cold frame. And the cold frame itself, this is it sitting up, and then we place it over the plants at night time and we raise it up again. As you can see, it's been here for quite a few years and it's been doing an amazing job. The heated mat itself, we invested in the heated mat, and it's basically like a mat that you roll out underneath. As you can see, you roll it out onto the frame. Underneath the heated mat, I put a layer of polystyrene that we had got from some packaging, and we placed that around the frame. Then on top of the polystyrene, we rolled out the heated mat, and on top of that we placed sand along the base. The sand helps to spread out the heat, and the plants then sit on top of the sand rather than sitting on the matting itself. The sand also helps when you're watering, that it soaks up the water and holds it rather than it running away, I suppose. So really the frame itself around the bottom of the cold frame we built up just by pieces of timber, and then we matched the size of the base to the size of the cold frame. It doesn't require an awful lot of work, and it's definitely a really good investment, and time investment and money investment with the heated mat into your garden. Also, you can see that the heated mat itself is set on a thermostat, and this allows me to be able to control the temperature. So this morning, because I've got the roof lifted off the cold frame, the temperature has dropped to 14 degrees, but then when I put it on, then in the evening it starts to rise up again, and that helps then the little seedlings so that they don't get too cold at night time. We also use then the cold frame and the heated mat for the seedlings in the early February March time. Our tomatoes, we found great results growing tomatoes from very early February on this, and then they're germinating, and then we're looking after them, and what we're finding is that they are ripening quicker in the summertime. So for us, it's a win-win situation to have this heated mat on the go as well in the early February March time. So there you have it, a mini cold frame and a heated bench, all made out of reused, reclaimed materials: the skirting board, the polystyrene, and the old wood and plastic. And really, a heated bench like this in your potting shed or in your polytunnel or garden is a real win-win situation.